I'm Michaela, and this is the Second Breakfast Club. Welcome to episode 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Second Breakfast Club show, episode 8.
Hey, it's Randy, and we're here at the show.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I didn't bring my water wings, but I'm gonna do this. Nope.
Let's go read. Come on. I'm staying in tonight, turning on the book of light. Gonna try to set the mood. Read about outsiders who are dragon riders. Yeah, I dream about fictional dudes. All the submissions, so many positions, push those boundaries to the line. I ain't gonna stop, turning the page, open another bottle of wine. The best thing about being a book fan, unrealistic expectations of any real man. Whoa, he has superpowers, but still sends me flowers. Frying up high in the sky. Whoa, there's my leather in any weather. Whoa, somehow never change and makes me feel safe. Brian's so good as he should. Whoa, I will live free, yeah, in my fantasy. Man, I need me a book beau. The fans finished the book, now totally shook. Where's the happy ever after? Now they ain't sure. He's like the brochure. It's all a disaster. The best thing about having a book beau is the fantasy in your mind's peep show. Whoa, if you're so crazy, it's all sort of hazy. We need to read. Whoa, all the writing, but fans are fighting. Whoa, go for audition and then condition. Share my fake house, put my ass. Whoa, I wanna know what happens to my bow. Man, I need me a book beau. The best thing about having a book beau is the fantasy in your mind's peep show. Oh, can't wait for the sequel or even a prequel. Amazon Prime taking time. Whoa, maybe there's a baddie in my shadow daddy. Whoa, it isn't too far to break an armoire. Just wanna throw it on his throne. morally gray, but damn, he's slay. Man, I need me a book bow. Oh, oh! Can you feel it? Totally crazy. Spoiler alert. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. One book bow, please.
Will now listen to your pleas.
3PO, you tell that slimy piece of worm-ridden filth he'll get no such pleasure from us, right?
Jabba, free us or die.
I'm Michaela,
I'm James.
and we're here today for a very special movie review. Why don't you tell them the movie we'll be reviewing today?
We're going to be reviewing Breakfast Club.
Yes, amazing movie. Great movie from the 80s. A lot of great movies from the 80s when you think about it.
That's true. I was born in the 80s.
Wow, you're old. So, The Breakfast Club. It's a great coming-of-age story. 5 high schoolers stuck in detention for various reasons, that they don't want to talk about at first. They hate each other. The nerd, the jock, the prom queen, the weirdo, the rebel criminal. They hate each other.
Oh, speaking of criminals, there's that movie Die Hard that was out during that time when I was very old. And that was actually a bunch of criminals trying to storm a corporate building. And then there's that one guy that tried to stop them.
See, when I think about movies with criminals in it, I more think about the Fast and the Furious, especially with the Breakfast Club, because it's like a family. You know, they're family. They care about family.
Oh, it's like Fast and the Furious and the family. Smokey and the Bandit. That was the family because you had Smokey and then you had the Bandit. Oh, it was another family movie? Godfather. That whole movie had a big old family in there, and they were doing crimes too.
See, when I think about crimes, when I think about The Breakfast Club, I more think about Friday the 13th, specifically the second one, because Jason, really cares about his family, his mom, and that kind of shows you the parallels that these characters have, and also because he hates the campers, so that also parallels how they all hated each other at first.
Yeah, that was real motherly love right there in that movie. That reminds me of Look Who's Talking Now. Not the one with the babies, but the one with the dogs, because they were together, and then the parents were the parents of the kids and then of the dogs. So you had double parenting.
I would say, I would more compare that to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Secret of the Ooze.
Oh, okay.
Because the ooze is, it causes the mutation of your mind.
I would have to argue on that one because Turtles 3, when they go back in time, that was actually a better movie because...
Not part 4?
No, that was the video game. Turtles, this is an arcade game. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. But no, this one is when they go back to the samurai period. And, that's kind of like the Breakfast Club where they talk about how they got into detention and then, going back in the past and then working your way back to the future. It's kind of,
Okay, yeah, but you know what?
Monday.
Speaking on Back to the Future, it's more like, you know what? Yeah, the Breakfast Club is more like Back to the Future 2. Wait, no, 3. It's more like Back to the Future 3. Wait, no, 2, because there's a train.
Right. There's a train. Kind of like Throw Mama from the Train, which is not really a family movie, but it's very family oriented because the one friend tells the other friend that he should love his mother so much that just put her out of her misery, which I kind of understand, which is kind of like in the Breakfast Club where the teacher kind of wanted to put some of those kids out.
Wait.
Yeah, it's all right.
James,
Yep.
Listen. We made a lot of comparisons. I think there's one thing we can agree on.
Okay.
I think there's one thing that we
All
can
right.
both come together on. The Breakfast Club is nothing like The Notebook. Can we both agree on that?
We can. We can agree on that.
Okay, thank you.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I've been Michaela,
I've been James.
and thank you for joining us for this movie review. Please be sure to watch The Breakfast Club. It's a great movie. It's just like a bunch of other movies, not The Notebook. And also be sure to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the Ooze, and another amazing movie.
And part 3.
But not part 4 because it's a video. Sorry.
Larry, you finished cleaning the windows and lined the guest room with new newspaper, right?
Of course, dear.
Make sure the good seeds are on top.
Already doing it. What time is she supposed to get there?
Anytime now. Jessica! It's so good to see you.
Cherry and Larry Bird, it's been too long.
How was the fly-in from Canary Cove?
The flight was impeccable as always. Even ran into a lovely turtle dove who said she's a fantail and has read everything I've written. Even tweeted herself as an amateur sleuth.
Oh, that's so sweet. I hope you signed a book for her.
Of course. As a bird, I know what to do with printed paper. You should see my cage at home.
I'm so glad you're able to make it for Cockatiel Hour.
Wouldn't miss it. Where's your daughter and her wonderful new fiancé? I really wanted to meet the bird that swept little Drumstick off her talons. Are they joining us?
Oh, I should be here soon. Drumstick is still job hunting. I told her to apply to some local restaurants, but I don't think she's heard a chirp from them yet.
She's such a social bird. She would do great in hospitality, tweeting at everyone. She's also great with flocks. Her fiancé, Ernesto, is a grad student of ornithology at the local college. Sometimes he has to stay late at school. He has this horrible professor that likes to keep students late. Well, I've heard. I'm sure they'll be along soon.
I've heard that professor of his plucks chicks right out of the nest. His affairs are practically hatchlings. Mate for life, my albatross. Seriously, what the duck?
Language.
How's wedding planning going? Last I heard you were having problems finding doves willing to be in the wedding cake after the terrible TV show incident. The one with dragons, Game of Crows, was it?
Sadly, I think we might have to cut the doves.
Last I heard, Ernesto was so upset by the doves backing out, he was threatening to throw rice himself at the wedding.
We told him it's almost criminal to do that anymore.
Gives me a tummy ache just thinking about it.
Aunt Jessica, it's so good to see you. Mom, Dad, why didn't you tell me she was here already?
Last time I saw you, you still had pin feathers.
A lot has changed since then, Aunt Jessica.
Show Jessica your leg band Ernesto gave you.
That's beautiful, darling. I'm looking forward to meeting your stud puffin.
Isn't he here? He said he was going to meet me here.
We haven't seen him, have we, Larry?
No. I haven't seen a feather of his around here today.
That's so weird. Aunt Jessica, I really think you'd love him. He's a hoot.
I'm sure I'll love him.
Why don't you call him dear?
Of course. Ernesto, no!
Consumer alert. Have you or someone you know been affected by inferior executive entertainment devices? Here is what the good people at Woodco, manufacturers of the so-called desk plank, don't want you to know. The desk plank claims to be a viable writing surface when you can already write on your desk. Redundant. The desk plank claims to include polish, but fails to disclose that it is highly toxic when consumed in mass quantities. Deadly. The desk plank claims to be a paperweight, but can it protect your precious documents against this tornado? Toto, I have a feeling we aren't in Kansas anymore.
Oh, hi there. My name is Bob Brick, inventor of the original desk brick. Don't be taken in by inferior executive entertainment. Trust the over 9 millennia of research and development in brick technology, resulting in our patented products with several positive reviews. I'm not just the inventor of the desk brick. I'm a proud desk brick myself.
Brick Enterprises has a deep, abiding respect for what was once this country. Woodco does not. Woodco started pollution. Brick Enterprises can stop it. Order your desk brick today. If not for you, for the earth.
Miss Flapper, how are you doing, all things considered?
It's been a rather unpleasant evening. I'm assuming you're considering foul play?
Of course, but that's a matter for the police. I hear you like to poke your head around investigations like these, but I will warn you, ma'am, my chief of police doesn't like anyone bobbing their head up and down in these sorts of things.
I'm not here to ruffle any feathers. I was just here to meet my goddaughter's fiancé and help with some wedding planning.
Do we have to do this tonight, officer? My daughter is devastated.
We'll get the necropsy done as soon as possible, but we will have more questions later.
I sent Drumstick upstairs to sleep in her old cage. What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to have to cancel the aviary, the canary choir, and the birdseed buffet. I don't think any of those deposits are refundable.
I think she meant about Drumstick, dear. She's heartbroken.
Poor thing. She should be celebrating a mate for life, and instead she's returned to the nest.
If she wants me to regurgitate, I'm drawing the line right there. We're not doing that again.
I doubt she'll regress that far. She flew the nest a while ago.
Well, I'm going to roost.
Tell me, Cherry, do you think Larry had anything to do with our Nesto ending claws up in the pool this evening? He doesn't seem to have liked him much.
No, there's no way. He wouldn't hurt a fly. He really doesn't like the taste of them. Other bugs, sure, but flies are gross. Plus, he was with me all evening, cleaning and preparing for your arrival. Well, except for when I went out right after it rained. The bugs are best at that time.
Hello, Tweet Tweet.
Hello? We're back here. Is that the police back again?
It doesn't sound like it.
Hello, your door was wide open. Anyone could just fly in or out of here. Did you want to close?
Who are you?
Why are you here?
I'm Jessica's biggest fantail. I sort of saw her fly by here earlier and I've been waiting on a power line outside for a while. Then there were all the flashing lights.
This is the bird I met on my flight here.
What happened? Another murder?
No, there's not a group of me around here, but yes, a bird was found deceased in the water here today.
Ooh!
Ernesto, my daughter's fiancé.
Ernesto? I know him from school. He's a great guy. Don't worry, I'm sure Jessica will crack the case.
I'm sure she'll do everything in her power to bring whoever is responsible to justice. There'll be a jailbird soon enough.
Both of your confidence in my abilities is awesome, truly. But most of the time I just wing it by sticking my beak in too many birds' business.
Find the murderer, Jessica, for Drumstick's sake, please.
You two can count on me.
Thank you for letting me tell you today. This is so exciting.
Let me do the talking when we meet with the professor.
Yeah, I go to school here too. I can show you where his office is.
Enter.
Professor Dixisel, I presume?
That's me. How can I help you?
Someone was murdered.
I'm sorry. What?
A murder most foul.
Please wait out in the hallway.
But why?
I'm sorry about that. My name is Jessica Flapper. I wanted to ask you about a student of yours, Ernesto.
Oh, Ernesto? Yes, he's a good egg. About to fly the coop and settle down with a pretty little songbird, if I remember correctly. Good head on his wings.
I've heard he stays late for you pretty often.
He does. I throw a few shiny things his way to help me grade papers of some of the lower classmen, like your friend, Fantail, outside.
I don't know how to break it to you, but Ernesto was found deceased in the pool yesterday.
That's too bad. He had a bright future, pretty territorial, but a good nest builder.
We're just wondering if anyone might have held a grudge against him, or might have wanted to pluck a feather or two.
I mean, I knew his future father-in-law had a real wishbone to pick with him sometimes. They kept arguing about the price of eggs, and it got heated from there a couple weeks back. They also had a big argument over which came first. Ernesto was hard team egg, and I believe Larry Bird was team chicken.
Thank you for your time, Professor Dixisel. I really appreciate it.
Call me Quiche. Is there a, Mr. Flapper?
I'm a widow, and quite busy trying to help out my friends.
I'd love to take you to this wonderful bird feeder I know before you migrate south for the winter. I'm pretty fly once you get to know me.
I might just take you up on that. It was lovely meeting you, Professor Quiche.
Looks like I'm pretty popular today. Enter.
I was just leaving.
Professor Dixisel, I'm assuming Mrs. Flapper has made you aware of why we're here to chirp with you. And Mrs. Flapper, do not interfere with our investigation.
It's been a pleasure, Jessica. It was just a social call, I assure you.
See you later, Quiche. Here at Woodco, we've always built our foundations on trust, unlike those who would build theirs out of clay and lies. Brick Enterprises may have tried to spread the facts, but we're here to spread the truth. The inventor of the desk brick claims that over 9 millennia of research and development were put into his product. But how can we trust his word when he's not a registered brick scientist? It's also claimed that desk brick has received several positive reviews when our studies have shown a 5% return rate of desk brick products. Does that sound positive to you? Can we trust that Bob Brick is truly a brick at all? Through extensive DNA testing, we've concluded that over half of his genetic makeup is that of sand and gravel. Do you want a pile of dirt on your desk? Hey there, folks. It's me, Paula Plank, creator and mother of the Desk Plank, here to assure you, our most valued customers, the legitimacy of our product. Our planks won't ever let you down. They'll hold you up and keep you afloat through rain or shine, whatever your workday may bring. Rest assured, our wood is tested and handled with care, and our thousands of satisfied customers can attest to that. And if you don't believe them, you can believe me, because Paula knows her planks. Oh, dang it, I got a splinter.
Who are your suspects, Jessica?
Well, Larry didn't seem to want Ernesto for a son-in-law. Professor Dick Sissel seemed to like him well enough. But according to Larry, he might be having some awful affairs himself.
Larry seems really sus. I know before you got here yesterday, he was pacing up and down, cleaning everything. Cherry would point and he would clean.
Before I got here yesterday, I thought you followed me here.
I did.
Did you have anything to do with Ernesto's murder, Fantail?
No, I would never. I'm not the murdering type. I'm not like an eagle or a hawk or anything like that.
You knew Ernesto, though. Professor Dick Sissel said you were in his class. Ernesto would grade your papers. Did you have an affair with the professor?
No!
With Ernesto?
Aunt Jessica? Mom and Dad said the police birds want us all out on the patio. Fantail? What are you doing here?
That's what I would like to know.
I'm glad you could join us, Jessica.
Did you get the necropsy back?
We did.
And what did it say?
Ernesto died of drowning after severe head trauma.
It wasn't me. We were starting to nest together, but it wasn't me, I swore.
Oh, you mother plucker.
Ladies, please. We don't want to have to take you to a cage tonight.
Don't take my husband away, please. I know he didn't like Ernesto, but I know he didn't do it.
But I didn't do it.
Please, I know he didn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
They aren't going to take anyone away.
What?
Didn't you listen to the necropsy? It's so clear now. Professor Dick Sissel had Ernesto staying late as always, and Ernesto was rushing to get here. He was probably trying to race Drumstick here, but then he saw the other bird. Since you all were cleaning the house for my arrival, Ernesto flew too fast, attacking that other bird. But it wasn't another bird at all, was it? He flew into the window, knocking himself out, into the pool, and drowned. It was all an unfortunate accident.
I thought he was smarter than that.
Very territorial.
My poopsie flew into a window.
You know what? Sure, he was your poopsie, 'cause he sure as hawk wasn't mine.
As for you, Fantail, you heard I was coming here to visit from Ernesto, didn't you? That's how you knew where I'd be flying into and where I'd be.
I'm still your biggest fan.
I think it's time you left, dear.
We'll let you all beak. Have a good night, folks.
This really puts things into perspective.
You'll find another bird to shake your tail feather with.
Sure, maybe a nice stork or a kiwi.
Dad.
I could introduce you to a nice puffin I know.
Aunt Jessica.
Just take that job at Hooters we were talking about, and you'll find a guy who likes birds there for sure.
I'm not a local, so they say. I'm from a world real far away. On the floor is where I lay. I lick my own butt twice today. I've come to Earth to save the day. Don't ask me to sit or stay. This pup may kid, but he don't play. I saved Superman's ass today. Never mind those prequels. Please just watch my sequels. It's like we got these thoughts going in our minds saying, James Gunn, please do this right. And some fans are gonna hate. And some dogs are gonna mate. Baby, I lie down in my crate. Crypto the super dog. The walls are gonna break, 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 break. I leave snowdrifts in my wake, 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 wake. Superman, I'm gonna save, 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 save. Crypto the super dog, shake my paw. I never miss a treat. I'm lightning on 4 feet. I scratch the door when they don't see. I need to go outside to pee. I hear Callous whistle blow. I got my own cape painted toe. Watch my speed and speed here slow-mo. Through the ice and through the snow. No, I'm not pretending. The world's about to be ending. I'm a Kryptonian's best friend, yeah, saying he's got to heal for Act 3's big fight. Cause DC fans are gonna hate, 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 hate. And Bob Flash is on a speed date, 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 date. And Batman takes a back break, 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 break. Here comes Crypto the super dog, super dog. Some prequels really suck, 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 suck. Only out to make a buck, 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 buck. Please don't make me look a schmuck, 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 schmuck. I'm Crypto the super dog, super dog. Super dog, 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 super dog. Woof, woof, woof. Just think while you've been getting down and out about the dirty dogs and the kibbles and bits of the world, you could be chomping down on my main beef. My alien brought his new girlfriend. She's like, oh my god. I'm Lois Lane, and to the canine over there with the shaggy white hair. Won't you come on over, Crypto, and take me home? Yeah. Cause the fans are gonna hate, 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 hate. And some dogs are gonna mate, 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 mate. Baby, I lie down in my crate, 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 crate. Crypto, the super dog, super dog. Till summer you'll have to wait, 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 wait. See if this trailer was just bait, 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 bait. If it's bad, you're gonna come straight, 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 straight. Crypto the super dog, shake my paw. Super dog, 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 super dog. Super dog, 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 super dog.
Let's go read. Come on. I'm staying in tonight, turning on the book of life. Gonna try to set the mood. Read about outsiders who are dragon riders. Yeah, I dream about fictional dudes. All the submissions, so many positions, push the boundaries to the line. I ain't gonna stop, turning the page, open another bottle of wine. The best thing about being a book fan, unrealistic expectations of any real man. Whoa, he has superpowers, but still sends me flowers, right up high in the sky. Whoa, where's my